The season is back. It's here at last, the Community Shield between Chelsea and Arsenal, a chance for a bit of retribution from that FA Cup final. I'll throw my hands up and say I believe Arsenal rightfully won that game, but this top 5, guys, it says in the title top 5 moments between the derby, but that's what this video is meant to be. I'm definitely going to focus on some of the best moments between this amazing rivalry between arguably the two biggest clubs in London, because Tottenham can F off, frankly. But I thought, because I'm not going to have a lot of other opportunities to do this, I thought this would also be a good opportunity, as well as going over some of the best moments of our rivalry and some of the best moments of the London derby. I also thought I would, get the dagger in and use this as an opportunity to kind of illuminate and illustrate that we are, for lack of a better word, a better team than Arsenal now. Bring on the hate, I know it's coming. So here's my top 5 facts, moments of the Arsenal versus Chelsea rivalry. In at number 5 is the Michael Essien stunner from back in 2006. Now, there have been a lot of great goals scored from both Arsenal and Chelsea side, granted. Be it in the FA Cup, in the league, even in the Champions League when we've met, there have been some superb goals scored from both teams. But I think of all the goals scored, and I'd be hard pushed to hear any Arsenal fans really disagree with this, put aside the tribal rivalry a minute and tell me honestly, has there been a better goal between Arsenal and Chelsea than Michael Essien's goal? I'm talking about that 35-yard belter with the outside of his boot. That, fair play to Arsenal, they were ahead, but that brought the game level on the 10th of December 2006, and it continued a very long unbeaten run, which we're going to get to in the next point. Point number 4, this is not so much a moment as it is one of the facts that I believe highlight the sheer dominance that Chelsea have had over Arsenal, because point number 4 is exactly that. It is the complete and utter dominance that Chelsea have exerted on our London rivals between March 2004 up until January 2016. Let's just recap quickly here. Of the 31 games we played during that time, Arsenal only beat us 5 times in 31 games. 8 draws, granted, 8 draws, fair play. 18 wins for Chelsea. Not to mention 2 very impressive undefeated streaks that happened during that long spell. The first of which started on the 24th of March 2004 and ran until the 16th of December 2007. Hate on me all you want, the facts speak for themselves. Arsenal didn't beat us in 3 years. But that wasn't the only one. There was a second undefeated streak. 21st of April 2012 until August 2015, another 3 years. You can point all you want about how, oh yeah, well, we went longer undefeated than you did. Yeah, give it all the big one. The fact of the matter is, 31 games, 18 wins, only 5 for the Arsenal and 8 draws to kind of balance it out. Now, you want to talk about dominance? Arsenal have not had a good time with Chelsea over the past 2 decades. My third point is one of my favourite matches. This is definitely a moment of Arsenal versus Chelsea. It is the 5-0 win in the 1998 Worthington Cup. Now, not only was this a historic victory of a huge margin, because 5-0 against an Arsenal team of the late 90s was no small feat. That was a good Arsenal team. But, we put 5 past the Arsenal. That was a good feeling. Not only that, now, people may disagree with me on this, but I believe, although Wenger, you can give him a lot of credit for what he's done with Arsenal, although he hasn't won a trophy until recently for a very fucking long time, so call Wenger in, Wenger out, however you want to play it. But the one thing I've always reproached him for is being a real fucking hypocrite. Now, growing up, I didn't con on to that because I was obviously quite young. But this match was when I really noticed, and I think a lot of people around the world noticed, going, this guy's a bit of a mug. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a smart man. He knows how to put a good team together, and he puts pretty football on the pitch with the way he sets his teams up. There's no doubting that. But the man is a bit of a fucking hypocrite, and he's a sore loser. Illustrated by the comments that he made before and after this 5-0 victory. Before the game, Wenger said, "This is not a reserve team I am playing. I trust all of these players. They are all first teamers." Then the 5-0 win happened, he was singing a very fucking different tune. This is the sort of thing you have to expect when you field a second string team. The fact of the matter is, not only did Wenger show his true colours that day, and like I said, bit of a wanker, but the fact, he's so loser, but the fact of the matter is, 5-0 against the Arsenal, that's a moment that will stand the test of time. Moment number 2, this is one of my favourite. Now, if you've watched the Top 5 show a little bit already, you may have heard me say that growing up, one of my best mates, unfortunately, was an Arsenal fan at school. And growing up with Arsenal in 2004, the year of the Invincibles, was hard. It was not easy to get through. I'm talking, of course, as my second moment, the Champions League famous win in 2004, April 6th. Now, the first leg at Stamford Bridge, obviously we know how that went. Arsenal got the draw, they got the away goal. Return leg at Highbury, everyone thinks Arsenal's going to win. And indeed, Jose Antonio Reyes puts the hosts in the lead, and it's looking foreboding for Chelsea. Cometh the hour, cometh the man, Frank Lampard, equaliser, and then of course, we all know how that ended when Bridge scores the winner, 2-1 to Chelsea, 3-2 on aggregate, Invincibles, my fucking arse. The fact of the matter is, we blew away the Invincibles on their home turf. Now that's a moment that stood the test of time with me and is still to this day one of my favourite matches. Everyone thought it was going to be Arsenal versus Real Madrid in the semi-final. It was Chelsea versus Monaco. Now granted that didn't go well, but the fact that we beat Arsenal at their home, we beat the Invincibles at their home, felt good. And my top moment now. This isn't, as I said, this isn't going to be so much a moment, this is one of those facts. And it's one of those facts that the Arsenal fans, the Arsenal faithful, to your great credit, do the very best you can to try and deviate the bullet, to try and twist the facts and statistics to make them work for you. But my number one fact, moment, we, not you Arsenal, we are the first London team to lift the Champions League trophy. And say what you will, I know that fucking stings you. You had an opportunity before us. You blew it. You've only been to one Champions League final. We've been to 2. But we've actually lifted the fucker. And most people will say that that game against Manchester, there was some weirdness going on with the Moscow soil. There was a bit of destiny at hand that just wasn't meant to be. We should have won it, wasn't meant to be. But retribution's a beautiful thing. The first London team to win the Champions League are Chelsea F.C, not Arsenal F.C. And just to rub a little bit of salt in the wounds, we've won 5 Premier League trophies. Y'all have only won 3. Now I know, I'm going to put my hands up here. I know that the comment section is going to explode now with people saying, well, Arsenal have won a lot more league titles than Chelsea have. Yes, this is very true. There's no doubting that. But when the Premier League was founded in 1992, since its induction, Arsenal have only won it 3 times. And you may have won all the leagues you want before that, but the Premier League became exactly that. The Premier, the elite, the top division in the world. You've only won it 3 times. We've won it 5. You didn't see that. Some people were complaining on the last video. Here, look, 5. It was 5, okay? I did have 5 up. Now, people are going to say, and Arsenal fans love to sing this chant, oh well, yeah, you bought the title, you've paid this, you're just money bags. You know what? Man City have spent a lot of money. Manchester United have spent a lot of money. Liverpool in their heyday have spent a lot of money. What do Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea and Liverpool all have in common? We're fucking successful. So you can keep those daggers and those poison darts of money bags all you want, because my answer to you will be, you know what? Money well fucking spent. The fact of the matter is, all this bullshit that I've heard over the years about Chelsea ain't got no history, we got more history than you do now. And we're continuing to build that. We're history in the making. Chelsea, deal with it. We're the bigger team, we're the better team. I feel like I might have opened up Pandora's box with this video, but bring on the hate. It's all fun and banter before the Community Shield. It's necessary, it's needed, and I know I'm feeling the hate coming. I don't care, guys. These are my feelings. I truly, truly believe we are a bigger and better team than Arsenal now, epitomised above all by the fact, first London team to win the Champions League. End of conversation. There's nothing more to add to that. There is no retort or argument to that. The conversation is over. But I want to hear what your guys, forget the Arsenal fans, 100% Chelsea. I want to hear from you guys, the fans. What is your favourite derby moment against Arsenal? What's your favourite Arsenal versus Chelsea fact? What's your favourite Arsenal versus Chelsea moment? Leave your thoughts in your comments below, and if you disagree with me, as always, that's absolutely fine. That is what the comment section below is for. And remember guys, the top 5 videos, we will try to get these out to you once a week, every fortnight at most. But if you want to see more of this guy, Nico, please check out my channel, The Silver Screen Dudes, where I do all sorts of movie reviews and best and worst movie vlogs. If you're movie fans, I appreciate you're here to see the football. But if you're also movie fans, check it out. You actually might like it. Now let's all look forward to the Community Shield, guys. And until next time, see ya.